Peace, and Black Power family. Welcome to another episode of Do Knowledge Radio, place where knowledge is born. This is your host, Knowledge Born a Lot, and don't adjust your TV screen. This is really the CEO of Smoke and Grow Rich in the building. You understand what I'm saying? All 8 feet of them. My man about 8 feet tall. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Leaping tall buildings in the single bound, here to bring us a message of empowerment, generational wealth, and breaking generational curses becomes my honor and privilege at this time to introduce some, present to others. The CEO of Smoke and Grow Rich, my brother, your brother, Tariq Bey in the building. Peace, Almighty. How you doing, Lord?
peace. What's good with
Good, man. Like I said, man, trying to be like you when I grow up. You know what I'm saying? Smoke and Grow Rich. You know what I'm saying?
you? Hey, man, you got good spark one up,
uh, uh. Yeah, I ain't even got no collar. You know I got to step my game up. I ain't even got the collar yet to pop it. You know what I'm saying?
So,
So for the few of the people that might just be tuning in and not might not be familiar with you, let's kind of give it like a little brief introduction, and then we could get into it.
cool. So, yeah, like you said earlier, my name's Tariq Bay. I am the founder of Smoke and Grow Rich. We the first uh, company to do educational tours for minorities who want to get into the cannabis business, man. So, we take people on trips to like places like Denver, Colorado, Las Vegas, wherever the cannabis game is strong. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be marijuana, hemp, whatever part of the game people want to get into. We take them on these tours, show them inside dispensaries, grow houses, labs. Plug them up with plug them with industry leaders who can give them consultant work on whatever part of the business they want to get into, whether they want to grow, whether they want to open a dispensary, whether they want to grow weed, whether they want to grow hemp, whether they want to sell CBD, whether they want, whatever, what part, anything cannabis related, man, we try to be the plugs. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we do, man.
So how did you get kind of get started in the industry? You see what I'm saying? Like, and what were some of your experiences, some of your takeaways with you getting started in the industry?
Yeah, I've always been, uh, not always, but for a long time, I've been a consumer of cannabis or whatnot, and it it helped me do what it do. And around 2015, when I think it was Denver, Colorado, and they did the when they legalized recreational use, and I was just watching from afar. I was just seeing people going to these dispensaries and they was going in like it was a liquor store or something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, that's hot. I got to see that for myself. So I hopped on the airplane. I went to 420 in Colorado, man. It changed my life, man. I seen lines wrapped around the buildings, people lined up. I mean, just to get the product, man. It was good product. People was having a good time, man. And it just, I saw the future, man. But the thing about it, man, when I got in, when I stood in those lines myself, I got to the dispensary, man, and I saw these big safes that they had in the back of the room stacking all this cash, man. I'm like, damn, that's a lot of money. I want to be on that side of the game, you know what I mean? And then I looked around and I didn't see anybody that looked like me. You know what I'm saying? We was just customers. Anybody look like me just was a customer, man. Wasn't nobody looking like me getting no money. And I'm like, damn, that's So I wanted to learn the game. So I'm in Denver, so I started asking questions like, yo, how do you do this? How you do that? Hooked up with some people in the industry, some consultants and whatnot, and they was like, yo, we'll teach you the game. We'll show you the game. The game is to be sold, not told. Though it's $30,000 just for us to sit down and have a conversation with you. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, that's a lot of money. So I'm a student. I'm a self-help student. I read a lot. One of my favorite books is a book called Smoke and Grow Rich. I'm sorry, Think and Grow Rich. And Napoleon Hill joints, man. And in that book, he got a section talking about the mastermind. You know what I mean? A group of people come together to pool their resources, pool their mental, their everything, and just go after something. I'm like, well, that's something that needs to happen. So from that title, I came up with Smoking, which I was like, yo, I could take that $30,000 if I broke it down in the pieces, just like weight. You break down, you break the weight down in the, dimes or whatnot, in the smaller sacks, man. So we spread that out amongst a group, and we can make it happen. So I said, I found some entrepreneurs that wanted to learn the game, came up with a ticket price, sold some tickets to cover that consultation, 30 grand, and flew them up to Denver, and that's how it all began, man. So it's basically a mastermind. You pooled our resources. Everybody benefited. Everybody got to saw the industry. Everybody, got their foot wet. You know what I mean? Got their feet wet. So that's how that started. And so today, we do the same thing. We do this periodically, but we also, like, that experience gave me a lot of connections in the industry. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I reside in Atlanta, Georgia. Outside Atlanta, man. And this is not a legal. Technically, we're not a legal cannabis state as far as. Well, you can get a marijuana card here, but it's not like, you don't see dispensaries. You don't see that part of the game here. That's foreign to these parts of the country, man. So, we established a lot of connections, and we're able to facilitate things when the people who really want to get into the industry, man. We're able to plug them and put them with the right people that they need to know. And so we became known for that, and that's what we're doing. So now we focusing on states like Georgia. We into the, we trying to establish, not trying, but we're establishing the hemp game. Because the CBD market is starting to boom. You know what I mean? So we're getting people that who want to get into this industry, whether they want to sell it, whether they want to grow it, process it, or whatnot. So we just, we getting in where we fit in, man. But we're not sitting on the sidelines. You know what I mean? Hell, nah. This is like Drake say, man. What a time to be alive, man. You sitting on the sidelines right now. You're crazy, especially if you enjoy cannabis. So it's just crazy. You got to get into it. You know what I mean?
So Georgia, yeah, I'll be down in Georgia in less than a month, like the sixth or something like that, from the
Yeah.
sixth to the eighth. So we have a sit down, and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Um, which you already know where I'm at already. You know what I'm saying? So,
Where you at?
North Carolina.
Oh, you North Carolina, that's right. Yeah. I mean, no, but see, North Carolina ahead. North Carolina's ahead of the game as far as when we're talking about this hemp, this industrial hemp. You know what I mean? North Carolina ranked number 5 in hemp production. You know what I mean? So Georgia, they're not even in running right now. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the infrastructure. It's being put together right now. But you're actually a good state, man. For people that want to go ahead. That's an excellent place to be right
Right.
now.
Yeah. So we're chopping about everything.
Mm-hmm.
So what's like the shift in thought process, kind of getting people in? You see what I'm saying? Like I saw some of the video, I heard some of the feedback from some of the people who went on the tours, things like that. Like their minds was blown, minds was open, folks was hungry, they was getting ready. You know, how much of that is education? How much of that is what I'm saying? How it kind of break down in
Yeah,
regard to getting
well,
people from, like you said, getting people from that was in line to getting people on the other
yeah,
end of the counter.
yeah. Most people, man, our people in particular, man. I mean, most of us, they want to be consumers. I mean, that's just with any industry. We mostly consumers. You know what I'm saying? We spend $1 trillion a year just consuming stuff, man. And when it's time to step to the plate and get your business together, man, it's new to a lot of people. You know what I mean? Some people can't even fathom that they can either get into an industry like this because of the stigma. You know what I mean? But you start talking about cannabis, people they start looking at you crazy. Oh, cannabis. I mean, it's just new, but just we have to educate people. You know what I mean? Like, look, man, this is cannabis. Cannabis is, you got to cover, you know, You talking about CBD, you talking about industrial hemp, you talking about marijuana. I mean, it encompasses a lot, man. So you got to educate people in certain places, man. But those who understand and know that, when they come on a tour, the tour is not like I mean, it's not a party tour. You know what I mean? Of course, man. You're gonna be able to get loose and do what you do, but you're here to take care of business first. You know what I mean? We got to show you, we're showing you the industry so you can make money. You know what I mean? After that's done, after they get their education and they get to see what they need to see, and then they can go ahead and take if they want to sample the products. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, we try to keep as much business as possible. Because like I said, man, we got to get being consumers, man. I mean, it's this different game, man. You got like you got like little Ricky, Ricky on the corner, man. He moving packs or whatnot. He get caught with 300 pounds. I mean, let's take my man Rollo, man. I think Rollo was not even Rollo. What's your boy? The one who just died, man. Juice WRLD. What's his name? What's his name was? Juice WRLD. That was his name. Yeah, brother had like he had pounds. You know what I'm saying? He had pounds on the airplane. You know what I'm saying? And he had some other stuff on him. But even him, people like Rollo, I mean, cats is moving mad weight when it comes to this weed, right? 300 pounds, hundreds of pounds of this shit, man, risking their life. You know what I mean? They get caught, it's curtains. They go to prison and whatnot. But then you got Steve, Steve in Denver. He moving 300 pounds a month. And he getting businessman of the year. He getting plaques on his wall. He getting write up in magazines. His family, he cool. He ain't got the hide. It's a different type of situation. So what's the difference between, him and a deal on the corner? You know what I mean? It's knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It's knowledge, and it's also access to capital, opportunity, stuff like that. So, there's definitely a disparity. You know what I mean? But we trying to, help break through those barriers, with the social equity programs and things like that. But you can't sit on the sideline and just keep risking your life over this plant when you can go get a license. Or let's say if you're really good at that, move to a state where you can make something happen. You know what I mean? That is stories of that. You know what I mean? One of the best stories that people need to study, man. Check out the brothers from Gas House. You know what I'm saying? Them cats started off in Georgia. You know what I mean? In an illegal state, selling weed underground, risking their life, and then they heard about programs in California, social equity, whatnot, and they moved. They took their business to California. Now they got a $40 million company, and then in the dock. They're legit now. You know what I mean? So go legit, man. Quit, but you can't just pick up a book and just go legit. Nah, you got to learn the game. So that's why we put the tour together. People that may be hustling, want to get into the game legitimately, they'll come on the tour. See how a dispensary is different from a trap house. You understand? It's a different type of environment. You know what I mean? You got school teachers, you got doctors, you got lawyers. I mean, you got professional people coming in. All different type of walks of life. It's a business. You know what I mean? It's a respectable business, man. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get people off the streets and turn it into a respectable business and start making some noise in this industry, man. But it's not an easy task, you know what I'm saying? But we here. That's what we do. We do it every day. Mm-hmm.
All right. So now, what about folks with ailments and things like that? Can we get into the health benefits associated? You see what I'm saying in regards to this medicinal use on either side?
I mean, that's what opened the door to the industry anyway, was the medicinal use. You know what I'm saying? Whether you talking about marijuana, you know what I'm saying, THC, high doses of THCs been definitely known to kill cancer. THC attacks to cancer. I mean, you got stuff like the Rick Simpson oil. You know what I'm saying? Patients take the high doses of THCs, been able to deal with that. You know what I mean? And then you got CBD. The CBD market that's taken off. You know what I'm saying? You got stories of people like, I mean, for instance, you got, I mean, what really set it off was, I think around 2014 and whatnot, was a little girl named Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? She was in Denver, Colorado, man. She was having like 300 seizures a week, 300. You know what I'm saying? It was so bad they was gonna put her in induce a coma, man, because just to calm her brain and give her a chance to rest, man. Imagine having 300 seizures a week, man. You know that's gonna take a toll, man. They couldn't find nothing to help that little girl. You know what I mean? The parents was like, they didn't even, you know, you know, the father was in the military, mother was, you know, regular soccer mom, cannabis, marijuana. The stigma behind that, they never even wanted to deal with that. But when your baby going through something like that, man, you get desperate. You want to try about anything. You know what I'm saying? They heard about these brothers, man. It's called the Stanley Brothers, man. The Stanley Brothers were pros out there in Colorado, and they grew some trash weed one time, man. They had a bunch of just trash weed that wouldn't get nobody high. They ain't know, you know, they had to figure out a use for it. And then they did their research and heard about the, you know, medical benefits of cannabis, certain strains or whatnot. And so they extracted it and extracted the oil. Somehow they got connected with Charlotte's mother. Charlotte's mother gave it to her daughter, man. So she went from having 300 seizures to having like one seizure a week to damn near not having any. And that sparked the whole interest in this thing, man. Like, yo, what is this? You know what I mean? So that began things like the Farm Bill. The Farm Bill was passed. First Farm Bill was passed 2014. A lot of research of it to get it off the Schedule 1 list. You know what I'm saying? To get industrial hemp off the Schedule 1 list. You know, that's the difference between industrial hemp or CBD and THC is the amount of THC in the plant, the cannabis plant. So anything over 0.3% is considered to be marijuana, which is still technically illegal on the federal level. Anything under 0.3% is now considered to be industrial hemp. And, you know, you can move that state to state. And so now that's why you've seen all the CBD stores pop up. But CBD doesn't have its benefits, man. You know, it's like, you know, we got these, this right here is actually, this flower right here, man, this is actually CBG. I mean, we all, like I said, man, we always off to the next thing, but CBD, so get some CBD right here. You know, this CBD flower right here smell like loud, smell real good. You know what I'm saying? This is like some, I want to say this about, I think like some 18% CBD. So, like smoking CBD it's different between smoking marijuana. It won't get you high, but it will definitely change your mood. You know what I mean? It's like a body high. Your body feels relaxed, your mind's calm. You know what I mean? Your mood's good, and your mood changes to a good mood, and it helps with pain because CBD helps with the pain receptors. Just like similar with opioids. You know, when opioids come, it deals with those pain receptors. That's why people take them, but it also affects a part of the brain. You know what I mean? It affects part of the brain. When you keep taking the opioids, it changes the brain chemistry to the point where you can actually OD on that, and you get dependent on it, things like that. CBD don't work like that. It'll affect it'll deal with those pain receptors, but it won't affect your brain like that. You won't get addicted to it, and you can't OD off it. So it's definitely people starting to get. I mean, it's the doctor did a study, man. He had some people on opioids. It was addicted to it. They put them on the CBD. 75-80% of the people was coming off the opioids. So this CBD is not a gimmick. It's not a game. We all have an endocannabinoid system in our body. This was recently discovered. You know what I'm saying? Our ancestors probably knew this before they recently rediscovered it. But you know what I'm saying? There was a reason that this plant was, you know, used by so many cultures thousands and thousands of years. It wasn't until 1937 when Dirty Harry Anslinger, you know, came up with the Marijuana Tax Act to decriminalize this plant. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole nother story. You know what I mean? But yeah, but ever since then, man, you know, this plant's been, a stigma was created about the plant, you know what I'm saying, to get rid of it. But now it's back. And it's coming back in full force, man, and people starting to get rich out here. You know what I mean? So we just trying to hop on that bandwagon. CBD definitely has a lot of medical benefits, along with regular marijuana. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the THC kills the cancer. It deals with other things. You know what I'm saying? It's a medicine. You know what I mean? It's definitely books on, and I suggest your audience go check out a couple of books. You know what I'm saying? The number one book that everybody need to be reading is The Emperor Wears No Clothes. You know what I'm saying? That book breaks down the whole history of the game. You know what I'm saying? I think I got a digital copy of that book on our Instagram page, Smoke and Grow Rich, and link in the bio, I believe. But yeah, that's a definite must. You got to read that book. You know what I mean? I mean, we about to take this thing to a whole another level. You know, we going beyond the medicine into actual industrial uses this year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking about throwing up hempcrete homes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We just ain't gonna talk about it. We about to do a project right now. We gonna throw up a house that's made of hemp. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, this plant right here, man, it's crazy.
So you was talking in our last conversation in regards to those who didn't have that initial investment for the marijuana to be looking into the getting into the hemp industry as well. You see what I'm saying? As kind of like a doorway in. So can we rehash that? You know what I'm saying, for the listeners that are here in regards to that.
I mean, since last time we talked, man, you know, we got different opportunities available for people wanting to get into it. Next couple of, I want to say in the next 30 to 60 days, we're working on establishing a crowdfunding platform where people could actually get a stake in some of these cannabis projects. Man, they can get some, you know, some equity. You know, take advantage of projects like that. So we'll have that available to some people. Um, we also we working with a company called Oxygen. Oxygen is they used to be they being marketed by a company called Firings, but Oxygen is uh, a company that Jawan Howard Jawan Howard used to be you know, he's a basketball player, man. He used to be with the Fab Five, you know, Chris Webber. They got this amazing a line of products, man, made of this the hemp, man, and it's been really. I know people following us on Instagram, man. They got some real crazy pain gels and ointments, man. I mean, it's like, man, you know, we putting these hands and we putting these sprays on people, man. It's like Jesus touching them. You know what I'm saying? The pain is running up out of them, man. It's amazing just to see it, man. It's because people were like, they don't understand the CBD getting to those pain receptors and just and deals with it, man. And that's what you know, that's crazy, man. So we got stuff like that. You still on, bro? Your picture got moved.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm multitasking over here.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what
Yeah. You know what I'm
I'm saying?
saying? But you know, that's what that is, man. So yeah, like I said, with the Oxygen brand, you know, people could come in, initial investment, $550. You know, they get a website, they'll get you know, they get the products out, they get some products, they get to sell them at wholesale and make them some money, man. And it's like I said, you know, it's a way to get into the cannabis industry, especially if you're in a state like Georgia. You know, you can't really get into the legal wheel. If you don't have the initial capital to get into the hemp space, because if you want to grow hemp, you know, farmers is making up to $60,000 an acre, possibly. You know, depends on certain factors, but it's expensive to grow. It's not like a plant that you just throw on the ground, walk away from. So it's labor intensive, man, and it's about $15,000 an acre to even get into that. But like the rewards are real big. That's why you see people starting to get into that game real heavy, man. But I would suggest if you have the land and you know you have some, you know, you want to get into the space, man, you can also partner with us. You know, we can, you know, we'll work out a deal. We'll get some master growers on that land and we'll work something out. But like I said, there's different ways you want to get into the space. But if you don't have that initial capital to get into the game, I suggest that you know you hop into our network, this oxygen network and just start making money. I don't know if I got any product on me right now. Oh yeah, I do, man. Nah, this is a pre-roll. We got another game too, man. We moving pre-rolls. This is a big market out here. People starting to smoke the CBD pre-rolls. It's a faster way to feel the effects because when you're taking the drops, it works like an edible, man. It takes a while for it to get into your system, man. It has to be absorbed in the bloodstream. When you smoke a pre-roll, you get the effects more instantly. You know what I'm saying? So we are looking for distributors who want to get into the pre-roll game. You know, it's a nice, low, lucrative business. And like I showed you earlier, man, we do sell like people that might want to roll them up themselves. You know, we're looking for distributors of the flower. You know what I'm saying? This is CBG. CBG is the mother of CBD and THC. This is where they come from. It's expensive to grow, costs a little bit more, but this is the next thing coming out 2020. You're gonna hear a lot about CBG. You're gonna start hearing about CBN, all kind of CBDs, man. There's about 111 of them, and they're just finding out the different uses of them, man. It's a growing space. It's steadily evolving. It's like I said, this is a good time to get into this industry right now and do your research. You can know what you're getting into, but it's not a fad and it ain't going nowhere. Like I said, and if they want to learn about the marijuana, they want to open up dispensaries. I suggest that they get tickets and come out to the Smoke and Grow Rich tour. We're gonna be in Las Vegas this year. Same thing we did in Denver, but this time we're just doing it in Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be around 420 time. It's gonna be like April 18th and 19th. Those 2 days, handle the business on the tour. We leave 420. They can do what they need to do, have a good time on 420. But those first 2 days are business. Come learn, see the industry. Like I said, man, we got everything. Anybody really want to get into the space, man? Like I said, we the plugs. Definitely holler at us, and we can make that happen for you.
Word. So what was my next question was I saw one of the posts that that you had put up, Lord. You know what I'm saying? When one of them pilgrims was kind of talking crazy, you know, when one of them servitude kind of comments. You see what I'm saying? Because you bringing folk, you bring our brothers and sisters in. You see what I'm saying? Into like their own what they feel as though is their own kind of situation. You see what I'm saying? Like they got the monopoly on it. You know what I mean? And you know, like who are you to kind of bring the people in? You see what I'm saying?
You talking about the comment? Talk the lady talking about we did. We charge the poor people information.
Yeah.
That bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't say every time they see a room full of black people, right? Why we gotta be poor? Shit. I mean, damn. You see, every time you see a room full of white folks, you know what I'm saying? We don't automatically think everybody in there poor, messed up. I mean, that's crazy. That was racist in itself. You know what I mean? But I mean, that's probably was a troll. It was some bullshit, man. But I think she was saying something about, yeah, we can just go be bud tenders or something. You know what I mean? like go be a bud tender or whatnot, man. But yeah, man, I mean, you come across stuff like that, man. But man, listen, man, it's about to be a $22 billion industry. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody should be able to stop you from getting this paper. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to see us in there. You know what I mean? They want us to be customers because if we growing in, who the hell gonna be buying it? You know what I'm saying? So we're like, we gotta keep them buying it. We're the number one consumers. You know what I'm saying? Of this product, this plant, it has a certain relationship with us. You dig what I'm saying? And they don't, like I said, if we don't get in it and make money, we crazy. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. Like we the number one. Ain't nobody gonna sell it better than us. You dig what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I mean, look at hip hop. Hip hop and cannabis go together. You know what I mean? Like shit. You can make a dope ass song and you can pop off a cannabis brand. Jay-Z just signed up with a cannabis company. He's the chief marketing officer. You dig what I'm saying? So why they sign somebody like Jay? Because we know how to sell it. You dig what I'm saying? He's a former D-boy. He not a movie. So all the D-boys are sitting on the corner right now getting locked up on some stupid shit. I mean, damn, go get you a license, move into a legal state, and get it popping like them boys from Gas House. You dig what I'm saying? I mean, it's real simple, man. But hey, man, I like I said, man, all I can do, what they say, you can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't no poor righteous teacher, so that shit ain't happening. So I'm gonna show y'all what's going on. You either partake or not, man. But I'm gonna get mine. I'm gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying? And we here to help people that want to do the same thing. It's a mastermind. Smoke and grow rich. Ain't smoke and grow poor. Everybody want to smoke and grow poor. Smoke and grow rich. Learn the game. Start making money off it. It's crazy.
Now, I just had a summit a couple of days ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, how was that turnout? What was the reception like?
Nah. Oh yeah. So man, yeah, that was something that's put together with the North Georgia Cannabis Association. Lisa Nicole Cloud, man, she was real big in putting that together. She's a beast when it comes to doing stuff like that. And it was on a Saturday. I think it started around 9:30 in the morning on a Saturday, and it was snowing. It was coming down.
Mm,
Have blizzard conditions. So I'm like, damn, ain't nobody coming out for this. We in the South. We don't get down with that snow out here, man.
right,
But
right.
we got there, man, it was packed.
Mm,
People in there in the snow. But I let you know it's a market, man. People want to know. They want to know about this cannabis. They want to know everybody. Like they hearing about this green rush. They seeing all these other states getting popping, and then they're like, they want to know how to participate. You know what I mean? Everybody want to know, man. It's hot. Anything cannabis related is hot right now. If we was to stop right now, everybody be buying the stock. You know what I'm saying? That's why we established this crowdfunding platform. You know what I mean? Because people call us every day, yo, I want to invest. Some people don't want to grow. They don't want to do nothing. They just want to put their money into the game. Hey, man, we just put some money in the game. Nice no return. So we're going to hit them off with this crowdfunding platform, and we're going to make it happen for them. We got like 400, we got a 400-acre property down in Georgia right now. You know what I'm saying? As soon as we get this hemp license, stay bullshitting with out here. You know what I'm saying?
it's still Georgia.
Yeah,
It's still Georgia.
yeah.
That's all it is.
I mean,
Yeah.
come on, man. But once that happens, though, we get that license. So we got 400 acres to play with. You know what I mean? If the math on 400 acres of hemp turning that shit into CBD is crazy. It's bananas. You know what I'm saying? It's bananas, man. But like I said, man, we'll have a crowdfunding platform coming up, man. But I really suggest though, if people want to make some money right now, they want to just sell some product, you know, check us out with this oxygen thing, man. We have these every Thursday in Atlanta. If people in the area, man, people come up from here. We had one lady came from Minnesota 2 weeks ago, man. When we did our last event, man. They come through, they get to see the future. They get to see we got these. I ain't even talk about the franchises. So we got franchises, but we about to unveil franchises called CBD Care Plus. It's a health and wellness center. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just like we selling CBD products now. It's like you got services. You can come get you a CBD massage. You know what I'm saying? CBD facials. We have like doctors in there. It's a whole health flow facility, man. So we got a grand opening coming, like I think around March, first week of March, man. We're gonna be unveiling that. That's gonna be big. People gonna be able to buy into these franchises. That's gonna be the distribution hub for people that wanna, when our farmers growing the products. We're gonna take the crops that our farmers are growing. We're gonna process them, and we're gonna turn them into products, and we're gonna distribute them through our stores. You know what I'm saying? So we building a whole nother network, man, to get this money. So we're not playing. We're going full vertical integration. We're gonna grow it, process it, distribute it, and sell it and do our thing, man. That's how you handle business, man. You don't play around with this. It's an industry, brand new. It's old, but it's new. You know what I mean? So you can come on. I mean, people come and learn. I mean, shit. Somebody can come to the game right now, like right now. Somebody can come and just design labels. Packaging for this type of stuff, man. And you can make money doing all different type of stuff, man. You just gotta be creative. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, to sit on the sideline is foolish, real crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? Especially if anybody done caught a weed charge in one of these states over some bullshit. Come on, man. Now it's about to go legal. Next 3 years, I predict it will be legal federally, just like it is in Canada. You know what I'm saying? They're just trying to figure out how the banks just trying to figure out how to handle this shit. You know what I'm saying? Once they figure out the banking laws and it go federal, then the big companies, man, they're already positioning themselves. The big tobacco companies, the big pharmaceutical companies, they're already here. They're working quietly, trying to establish themselves. You know what I'm saying? So while people out here playing, they wait too late, they're gonna be locked out. So it's time to make a move, man. Just do it. Just get in. Do whatever you gotta do, get in. Whether you coming in as a distributor, selling some products, you got some land, you want to grow something. If you got some real paper, then you want to get you a processing facility. Whoever control the processing facilities control their own destiny. You understand what I'm saying? That's just some game. Whoever control the processing control their destinies. Right now, we ain't got no processes. You understand what I'm saying? We are susceptible to other people telling us, hey man, we good. We don't need no product right now. So now you done growed all this hip and you ain't got no processor. You got your ass out. You dig what I'm saying? So I mean, it's a lot of things that people need to learn. That's why they need to come on and check us out at the Smoking Warriors Tour. Come out to these little meetings that we have every Thursday in the A. We about to do some webinars because people can't physically always come out to the location. So what we're gonna do is start having webinars. People can sign up to the webinar nationally and get this information and get in where they fit in. You know what I'm saying? It's quite that simple. You know what I'm saying? And when I get off here, man, I'm gonna spark me up one of these CBD, change my mind.
Well, I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? I am not gonna hold you. You
Yeah.
already know I'm all in and have a
Man, come check us.
yeah. I'm coming down there. I'll be down there either Thursday or Friday. Out of the fifth or the sixth, something like that.
Yeah. I think
Be there till Sunday.
no doubt. Check us out, man. Definitely gonna be on that grand opening. We're gonna do it up big, man. We're gonna have the CBD infused. We're gonna have some CBD infused cuisines. We're gonna have some CBD
Mm.
massages for people out. You know what I mean? We're gonna break down the industry. We're gonna give them a tour of the facilities. Yeah, we're gonna keep it real fresh, man. Real
When is
fresh.
that grand opening?
It's gonna be the first week of March, man. It's still, it depends on the construction. You know what I'm saying? They still working out. I think I put a video up, but they were seeing they was putting that together. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
seen that.
Yeah, that's Lisa Nicole's brainchild. You know, let's make it man make her. You know what I'm saying? She really do. Yeah, she really get it like that. She showed it.
Mm.
She helped her team get it like that too, man. Each one teach one, man. So when you join the clique, man, that's how it is, man. We all work together. That's a mastermind. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Right.
mastermind. We got growers, people that know how to grow. We got people that know finance. We got people that know politics. We got people. I mean, we just linked up with a dispensary out Oakland called Guns and Moors. I think that's on my page too, man. They're the first ever social equity dispensary ever opened in the country. So mother and daughter, they from Atlanta, but they
Mm.
got smart. They like, we can't learn how to grow weed and make money in Atlanta, so they
Right.
left and they went to Denver. Same place. That's the same reason I did my tour in Denver the first time, because Denver was
Mm.
the Silicon Valley weed. They went to Denver. They learned the game. I went to social equity program, opened up in Oakland. They hopped on the bird. They went to Oakland. They hooked up with somebody out there. Now they popping. They got them on suspension. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't sitting on the sideline. You know what I'm saying? They made it happen. You know, so until people start taking action, it's just gonna be customers. All right.
Right. All right. So final thoughts. We're gonna wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for your time. You know what I mean? So, I ain't but a phone call, inbox away. You know what I mean? So
Oh yeah,
I get let everybody know how to reach you
yeah,
again one more time. What's going on? All of the social media stuff and all that.
yeah, definitely, man. So follow, just follow us on Instagram, Smoke and Grow Rich. Um, I think the website is smokeandgrowrichtour.com. Um, I got get your tickets. Right now, we got a special going on. If they hop and get their tickets now, they get a little discount, man. But they got limited seats. Make sure y'all come out to the tour, man. It's gonna be crazy. And if you can't make it out to the tour, this one, we will be having other tours. Make sure if you can get out to Georgia every Thursdays, we have these meetings at our location down here in North Cross, Georgia. That information, DM me. We'll definitely get back to you and let you know when those gonna be going down. But that's pretty much it, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Appreciate you coming through, Lord. All right, fam. Y'all got the info. You know what I'm saying? I have to sit on the sideline and get in the game.
Yeah, man. Don't sit on the sideline, man. Smoke and grow rich. I'm gonna spark up this CBD for y'all, man. Change my mood.
All right. Peace.
so, so all right.